What's going on? Some of you might know I work in a space where I teach people how to launch their businesses on Amazon and on Shopify. I've been in this world, direct to consumer, selling physical goods online for almost 5 years now. That's not the focus of today's call. I bring that up because I've been staring at marketing, Facebook ads, all that stuff for a long time now. And the students and the members that I get the privilege of teaching essentially how to grow, there's this thing that I've been running up against for a long time now. And it finally hit me recently why these members and students have this issue. Now you're probably wondering, what is this issue you're talking about? What is this? And one of the ways that you grow a business is by running ads. And one of the things that we teach is you need to run a lot of ads, and those ads that you run will take people to a page, and that page needs to sell them on your brand and your product, and as a result, you start getting sales. It's pivotal, it's unavoidable, it's super important. But a lot of members, even though they know they want to get sales, will avoid it like a plague. And I haven't been sure why. And I've been looking into it, and I've been talking to my wife about it. I go, these people are investing a lot of money to learn how to run ads and grow their online business, but so few of them actually do it. And so few of them do it right, even though we teach the exact way to do it. And so I realized for the first time that there is a creativity insecurity in a lot of people. And for the first time, I've been saying this on calls, and almost every time I say it, it gets a laugh or someone goes, ah. But I tell people, you did too well in school. That's what I tell them. I go, you probably got straight A's, didn't you? They're like, yeah. And I go, I didn't. I graduated college with a 2.1 GPA in finance. I am not good at school. But because I'm not good at school, and because I never have been good at school, and because tests are hard, and all that kind of stuff, I'm used to failing. There's this thing that would happen after class, after there's been a test. Have you ever had this happen where you go outside and there's like a crowd of people after the test talking about the test, and they're all saying like, hey, like question number 5, what did you get? And there's like 2 potential answers, because one group is saying, oh, I got 59, and the other group saying, oh, I got 48. And they're like, dang it, I wonder which one it is. I was the guy that was like, I got 2. No one else got 2 on that one? I knew I was right. I knew I got D's, C's. Like, that was normal to me. So it didn't mean much to me whenever I saw a bad grade. The majority of other kids that I saw could ace everything. They'd make B's, they get A's. School came easy. They studied a ton. I couldn't focus to study. It didn't work. My mind would wander on visions of another reality where I was winning like an NBA championship or shooting the winning soccer goal. That, like, I just would imagine things, or beating somebody up, or being attacked, or a fight. It was just, my mind would go to La La Land. Okay? Why am I saying this? Creativity isn't a test, it's an experiment. And there is no failure or success, it's just learning. It's choosing to learn forever. Now, there's some basic principles to creativity, but you only get better at being creative by creating more stuff. And in the ad world, there are principles. There aren't a ton of rules. But because so much of America, so much of the world, we create like students. That's what we create. We create people that we train to go out and work in the corporate world. So the biggest fear is failing. That's why I think so many people hate public speaking. People fear public speaking more than death. Why? Because you can fail at it. But some of the best public speakers, they just go out. Like, they study, they do all that kind of stuff, but they're used to failing is a part of it. I've been studying ads and showing people the kind of ads that are out there, and I literally see their eyes glaze over as I talk about advertising. And as a result, the people that own the businesses hire bad advertisers because it seems so overwhelming. That's how people think about it. And a lot of businesses get screwed because they hire bad advertisers and they don't know how to judge the work. So I've been creating for the joy of creating. I'll create an offer, I'll create a coaching program, whatever, for the joy of creating. But other people aren't creating. Why? Because they don't want to fail at something. They don't want to get a bad grade. Running an ad is more than it is math. And creativity, the moment I learned that I was creative was after writing my book. When you're done writing a book. But you'll also notice that you've built this capacity for creativity that has to go somewhere else, which is why I'm creating so much. I have this capacity now that I've written a book. Well, how did I get to writing a book? I didn't study book writing. I just wrote a lot. And I would do voice memos. I'd wake up every morning and I would just type my thoughts. And it was terrible. It was bad. But I knew bad. And a lot of you that are going to be listening to this, there's going to be two people. Tell me how to pass the test. I just want to know how to pass the test. You don't care about anything else other than I want to pass the test. 1 + 1 = 2. So give me the rules so I can do it. And that's how you make marketers rich. Because they're going to go and they're going to go do their science. And you're going to go, why didn't you get me the result I wanted? And they're going to go, we just tested. And you're going to go, all right, well, here's your money. I'm going to go find another agency to go fail for me. And I'm not going to know why they failed. I've been telling people, I think everyone needs to write a book. Not because you'll make money on your book. I never plan to make money on my book. But because you'll learn this skill and there's this muscle that most of you lost after elementary school. Because your parents they cared more about what grades you made and how it made them look in their parental circles when they talked about what schools their kid got into, because in their mind, school means network means money means security means you're going to be okay. But they didn't care about who you became. Very few parents care about who their kids become once past elementary. And so after elementary, they care more about, did you get an A? What'd you get on the test? What'd you get on your ACT? What'd you get on your SAT? And there's all this pressure. Did you get into the college? All this stuff. And that's where creativity usually in a person dies. They stop being creative. They lose the good childhood, not the immaturity, but the creative place. Like if you watch kids, they can draw for forever. They'll go make toys out of sticks and they'll create this whole world. But then we kill that creativity, we kill that imagination, we kill all of it. We kill it like around 5th grade. That's about the time they stop reading books they want to read, and we start giving them the books they have to read. That'd be good for them. You know, To Kill a Mockingbird. All these books, Hatchet. All these books where if I saw the cover of them, I'd go like, I read it, I don't remember it, I don't care. Shakespeare stuff, where it's like, Shakespeare was great for his time. But there's books now that are just so captivating and so good, but we don't tell kids to read them because these are the books. If you read this book, maybe you'll be a genius one day and you'll really understand. And you know what? You end up going off and you become a number on a payroll at Microsoft. Nothing against that. But you're not in love. And then we actually get to create. In your 50s, you get to create again. Unless you happen to build a business and you exit or whatever. You build a business that ends up running on its own and then you go and you do stuff. But you got to do the serious stuff first. That's when you'll get to go do that stuff. What kind of life is that? You need to create. Go create. Don't let that child in you that wants to create something and just do it because you do it, don't let that person die and then get revived when you're 50. Start creating now. Write the book, paint the picture, create the YouTube channel, create the podcast. Go surf. Go on that. Go do the thing that makes you come alive. Yeah, it might be expensive. Yes, there's some risk. Yes, whatever. But go make the album. You're not going to regret it.